everything changes.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the RockstarFlipper YouTube channel. Today is Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. It's March 15th, 2019. And I've had a lot of people email and messaging who do not sell clothes, do not sell shoes or ties or boots or anything like that. They want to sell some other stuff and they want to know some products that are going to allow them to either diversify their eBay store or to add products to Amazon or items that may or may not be ungated for one or for both platforms. Also might not be too bad for Macari if you sell on that platform, and some other things. So one of the things that I tell them is, of course, electronics. Now, with electronics, you have a very high rate of return and a risk rate. It's much higher than clothes in most cases. However, the profit margins and the sell-through rate are going to outrun and outweigh those risks. So with that said, I want to take you over to my computer and I want to show you some of the most profitable, best sell-through rate electronics that you should be looking for to sell. These are also, and for the most part, very small. A few of them are not, but most of these are going to be small, lightweight, easy to store, easy to ship items, and items that you should be able to find on the 5 major local platforms. That's Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook yard sale groups, OfferUp, and Let Go. If you don't know what any of those 5 are, please look them up. They are amazing. You can not only search the merchandise available on those sites for sale, you can also post your own want to buy, want to in search of, and want to pay cash for listings and ads on those apps and websites and platforms. I have a video on that. I'll try to find it and link it. Give me a few minutes after this video is up. But listing on those platforms is very, very easy. On the yard sale, Facebook yard sale groups, you do need permission of the admins or you need to make friends with them. The rest of them, you're pretty free to do what you want around their rules. Little bit of things you have to watch out for. But with that said, we're gonna go over to my computer. I'm gonna show you these items. There's 10 of them. You should absolutely be looking forward to buying these and adding them to your repertoire, to your inventory. But don't forget that these are gonna require much more capital than a dollar t-shirt at the thrift store. You're gonna spend more, but you're gonna make more. The old adage is, you gotta spend money to make it, and that's what these products are going to teach you. But you'll see your sales go up tremendously if you start adding even 1, 2, 3, 5 of these a week into your inventory. Let's check them out on my computer right now. All right, I've brought you over to my computer, to my eBay and some of my Amazon accounts. Now, some of these items, the Apple products, have recently, as of 2019, been restricted, blocked, and banned on Amazon. So you'll only be able to sell the Apple products on eBay. Most of the other items should be ungated for Amazon if you decide to go that route. Of course, you can always do local sales or Macari or other platforms to sell those. Before we jump into this, just remember, guys, also we talk about all of these, including 600 total bolos. This is only 10 items that I'm recommending for you in electronics. I have 600 more inside of the private resellers Facebook group. If you're interested in that, please shoot me a message or an email, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, and I'll get you inside there. All of those lists and guides are included. So thanks, guys, for considering that. And we have some amazing members. We'd love to have you inside. Okay, number 1 is an Apple iPod, and this goes for almost every model. I'm going to show you 2 of them now, the iPod Classics and the iPod Nanos. So these Classics are the ones with the click scroll wheel. You can probably see it here on my screen. They come in black. They also come in silver. If we scroll down, we'll probably see the silver. Here it is. These are the 7th gens that I've looked up, 6 and 7 gen 160 gigs. These go all the way down to a lower 30, 40, 50, 60 gigs. So make sure you pay attention to the gigs. Obviously, if it's a 120 or a 160, it's going to be north of $100 to $200, anywhere from 1 to 150 on up to 200 for the highest end, most expensive one. Now, with that being said, if you have a 30 gig 3rd gen, it may only be worth $30 or $40. So definitely pay attention to which one you have. I have a video, if you search my channel for the word iPods, on how to identify every model. The second one I'm going to show you is iPod Nanos. Now, the particular one that I've chosen, there are 7 generations of Nanos. I've chosen the 6th generation. These are very old. They're probably 10 years old or more. But they're the little tiny squares. They're about 1 inch by 1 inch, maybe 2 inches. And they are ones that people wear on their wrist or on their armbands as running iPods. And they are touchscreen. And so these ones are worth like $60 to $80. You could probably pick this up at a yard sale, or 20 bucks, maybe a Craigslist ad for 25 bucks, 20 bucks, maybe a pawn shop buys one off somebody for 10 or 15 and puts it out for 25 or 30. All of a sudden you sell it for 75 or 80 and you've made yourself $20, $25. So it can be profitable, maybe $30 profit. These sell extremely fast. So first one is an iPod. You cannot sell these on Amazon. They are restricted now. I used to sell these every day. Now, Apple Watches, these are kind of newer age. Of course, they're only a couple years old. Most of the Apple Watches, if they're the original first gen, you can get at least $100 for them. Typically, that's on the low end. You can get up to like 115, 120. If you can grab a second gen to resell or a third gen, now you're talking 150 to 200. These things are about 350 to 450 brand new. Kate has one. I don't wear one because I would probably break it. But these on the used market are very, very good. Anywhere from 100 to 200 easy for the newer ones, and the cellular ones you can get over 200 for them. So maybe somebody just wants to sell one. Maybe it's one of the ones that's worth about 250. You offer them 175. You buy it, you sell it, you make yourself $30, $40. So pretty good margins on the watches. Okay, MacBook Pros, MacBook laptops, MacBook Airs, iMacs, anything Apple, and you guys can see the trend. The very first 3 products are going to be Apple. I just wanted to cover them and get them out of the way. But these MacBooks hold their own. It's what everyone that's a DJ or a graphic designer or anyone in creativity and design uses Apple products. They do not use Windows. Very, very rarely you will see that. Most Apple MacBook Pros, even when they're, look, this one is 7 years old. It sold for $450. Here's one that's 7 years old that sold for $410, $420. Here's one that is newer. It's a Retina. That one sold for $405. It's from 13. As you scroll down, this 2018, used 2018, a year old, sold for $1,700. Remember, these computers are $2,500, anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. Most of them about $2,400, $2,500, brand spanking new. So I bought mine in July of 2018, last year, before eBay opened. My computer crashed and I had to get a new one. So I bought in July of 2018 a December 2017 MacBook Pro. It was unopened, but it was like the leftover stock of 2017. So they were selling all those at Christmas. It turned January of 2018. They had all this stock. They sit on the shelves. Still a fantastic 15-inch computer, i7, 16 gig RAM, 256 solid state hard drive, everything that I want in a MacBook and that I need. And I bought it, 6 months after it was released and produced. And I paid almost $2,000. I think I paid like $1,800 or $1,900 for this one. As last year's model. The 2018, if I had bought the new one they came out with in whatever March or April of 2018 at the time, it would have ran me about $2,400. So I was able to save about $500-$600 by buying, a 6-month-old computer, not used, just 6 months old. But that tells you what they're worth. I was paying almost $2,000. Had that computer been open and used, it still would have been worth at least $1,400, $1,500, maybe $1,300. So if you can get someone that's upgraded, maybe somebody that buys a new computer every year or two, and get them to sell you their old computer for $800, $900, $1,000, besides getting yourself a great deal on a computer if you wanted it, you could certainly buy it for $1,000, resell it for $1,300, $1,400. Yeah, you're going to pay a lot of fees, but you could make $150 to $200. Now that's a big investment in money, and like I warned you in this video, electronics cost more money. So there you go. All right, next we're going to move on to number 4, which is GoPros. GoPros are the action cameras. They're waterproof. You see them all over the place. People use them with chest straps, head straps, in the water. I had one at Playlist Live. I have the new GoPro Hero 7 with Hyper Smooth. It's amazing. I have some incredible video in 4K that I'm going to show you guys. I'll have that up hopefully by the end of the weekend. But I just went ahead and searched for a GoPro Hero 6, which is also 4K. And you guys can see GoPros run about $400 to $500 brand new when you buy them. Usually, once the new one comes out, they drop down to about $200 to $210, and that's right where the GoPro 6 is. This is a year old. This came out in 2018, maybe 2017. I think it was 2018, but they're worth about $210, $220. When this was brand new, it ran $400. It was $399. Now they're selling, $200, $220. So maybe somebody upgraded to a 7, wants to sell you their GoPro Hero 6 for, $125 to $150, and you can make yourself $40 or $50 off of it. The key to these are they sell right away. Everything on this list sells almost immediately. You won't have it more than a couple days. Okay, I looked up the GoPro Hero 6 on Amazon, and you can see the difference, about $20 extra, $30 extra, $237 total for this one, shipping and price, $239, $241, $248, $249. So you can see the price is pretty considerably more on here. Next is going to be cameras, especially the point and shoot and vlogging cameras. Now, Canon cameras like the G7X, this is the one that I use for my everyday one. You probably see it on the tripod. These things can be $300 and $400 on the used market. If you come over to Amazon, again, you can see $368, $369, $388, $400. These things sell expensive. Now, brand new, several years ago, I didn't buy mine brand new, but they were like $600, and even the Mark II is about $600. I picked mine up used. I actually bought it used because I wasn't sure I wanted to stick with it. I paid about $350 to $400. I paid about this price 2 years ago, so it has held its price pretty well. So Canon cameras, maybe somebody wants to sell you one for $250, sell it for $370 on Amazon. That's $120 less fees and shipping, and you make yourself $70, $80. All right. Next is going to be Game Boys and handheld video games especially, but any video game systems are really, really good. They're small, they're lightweight, they're easy to ship, and they're quick. You should be able to find them cheap, garage sales, pawn shops, yard sales, Craigslist, all your best options. This particular one is a Game Boy Advance SP. Now, you have to check the price on different models because different models and colors can be $40 or they can be $80. It's a big range on some of these. But these SPs generally run about $65 to $75 unless there's something wrong with them. Like this one has no battery and it's still sold for $32. So the battery's, a $10, $15 battery. So here's one that sold for $61. This one sold for $100 with a Pokemon game. That's why if you can get games, you can get more. Look, this one came with games, $100. With games, $120. No games, but it says it has some kind of mod, $100. This one with games, $75. 91 and 5, 96. So without the games, you're looking about 40 to 50, maybe up to 60. With the games, you're looking at anywhere from like 70 to 100, upwards of 110. So there you go. Look for those, any kind of game systems. If you come over to Amazon, same kind of deal for the system only. When you search through the different colors, you can see most of them are running about 50 to 70 for the game system only. And then once they have, chargers and games, they can go over 100. So keep an eye out for that. All right, next one, warning, very high risk. These are Apple iPhones. You can't sell them on Amazon. I wouldn't recommend it even if you could. If you have a Samsung phone, I wouldn't sell it on Amazon, even though you probably can. Sell them on eBay. It's the most safe way, and always do signature confirmation. This is the iPhone X 256 gig. This is the exact iPhone that I use. Remember, they had the XS or XS Max or whatever now. So my phone is officially going on a year and a half old. It came out, what did they come out in August, September? Of 2017. So all the way to 2018 is a year. And then October, November, December, January, February, March, another 6 or 7 months. And so my phone is a year and a half old. Look what it's selling for on the used market. Anywhere from the low sixes up to $700, in some cases a little more. So maybe somebody's upgraded to the XS Max. They've had it laying around for a few months. You go in and say, I'll give you $500 for it. You list it for $7. It sells. You make $200, less fees and shipping. You make yourself $120. Bang, it will sell that quick. Very risky category. Be very careful with this category. All right, next is our DVD VCR combos. Now, a lot of you love these. They don't do so well on eBay. You should be able to pick these up at thrift stores or electronic recyclers or different places for $5 and $10 a piece. They're antiquated. Nobody really uses them, but some people love them. And most of them on eBay are going to run between 40 and 80. There are some expensive ones that run upwards of 100. But if you come over here to Amazon, most of them sell much higher. Most of them start around 80 or 90 and run upwards of 1 to 120. Most of them you're going to average about 75 to 100 bucks. But what's great is if you can pick them up for $5 and $10 a piece, let's say your average sale price is 85, you're paying 10, you're making 75. Now you've got some fees and shipping. The shipping is heavy, but you can FBM these. You do not have to FBA and spend the money to ship them in. Just ship them yourself. That way you're saving money and you can still make about 40 to 50 bucks a pop on these. Also, the TV remotes or the DVD remotes that go with them helps the price. And also, remotes is something you should add to your bolos for electronics anyways. Okay, tablets, specifically iPad Apple iPad tablets, again, can't sell on Amazon, but they're great eBay sellers. This is an iPad Air 2 128 gig. This is from many, many years ago. This is probably 4, 5, 6 years old. Still selling for mid to high 200s, 240, 240. Some of these have issues. That's why they're only selling for 150. But most of these are at 200 or better, upwards of 225 to 250. And this is one, again, you'd offer somebody 150, try to, or 125, 150, try to sell it for 225, and you just be very careful. And you're going to spend $100 or $125 to make 50 bucks. But that's how electronics work. Okay, next to last, or actually this is going to be the last one. This is number 10, is graphing calculators. I see these at yard sales and thrift stores and flea markets all the time. Now the TI Texas Instruments is the one you want to get. You want the TI 83s, the 84s, the pluses, the CEs. These ones can range from the TI 83 base models being worth about $30 to $40 up to these 84 plus CEs being worth about $80 to $100. You can also find some more expensive ones like some Inspires or C-Spires that are over $100. For the most part, you can pick up calculators $5, $10 off somebody, $15 and sell them for $50, $60 and make yourself $25 or $30. They also sell very, very fast, and they sell over on Amazon for even better. You can see these CEs, TI 84 plus CEs are over 100 on Amazon. Over on eBay, they start off at 85 for the lowest one, 75 and 10. So about a $15 discrepancy. So you can always get more on Amazon, almost always. This Prime, $109.95, this would be FBA, and it's pretty good. So these are your most expensive electronics. There are plenty of more. I suggest that you comment down below if there's some that I left off or you'd like to see me talk about, or ones that you've had particular success with that you want to share. I understand if you don't, but these are ones that you should make a list of. You should look for them. You should price them. You should look up the prices. Again, different models, different colors, different styles will yield different prices than what I have quoted you here. But overall, if you even buy and sell just one or two of these a week, you will add $500 to $1,000 a month easily to your bottom line on eBay or Amazon or both. So good luck with these, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much as always. And if you have interest in joining that private group, please email me rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Or if you still want a year in the group, along with our step-by-step eBay, Amazon, and Poshmark training classes, I have a special spring pricing clean out for you on the bundle, on the training, and on the group. Shoot me an email, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Mention this video, and I will hook you up with an amazing deal for the training and the group membership for a year as a package deal. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, use the comment section below. Thanks as always. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button. That way you don't miss any important Bolos videos or notifications. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I'll see you next time.